Here they go again. Facebook is changing all the interfaces. If you've recently been in the ad manager, you may have noticed that some of the campaign objectives have disappeared. If you're a chatbotter like me, and I do a lot of chatbot videos here on the channel, you probably noticed that the messaging objective is now gone. And asking yourself, oh my, how do I connect my chatbot to an ad now if that is no longer there? In this video, I'm going to go over the new campaign objectives and how they map to the old objectives. And I will show you how to create one of my popular ad types, which is called a JSON ad, and I'll connect my chatbot to one of these ads in a few simple steps. So let's hop in and let me show you the new campaign objectives from Facebook. Okay, so over on the Facebook Ad Manager where you create these ads, the interface here looks the same as it always has. This really hasn't changed right here. But what has changed is this green Create button. When you click on this, you'll notice that there's a list of campaign objectives and there's no more message campaign. So how do you connect your chatbot if there's no more message campaign? They have created a little cheat sheet for us, letting us know that some campaigns have disappeared, and they have a find your objective right here where you can look at the old objective. So if I go down here and say messaging, it'll say that you need to use this new engagement activity or campaign type. So that's a quick guide of how to get around it. But if I go through here, they do a nice job in talking about when you click on each of the objectives. You know, awareness is to get the most people to see your ad for reach, brand awareness, video views. I may just use that if I'm trying to do a cold campaign and I'm broadcasting a video that I want a lot of people to see. I may not attach the chatbot to it. Maybe just let a lot of eyeballs see this new message. If you go to traffic, traffic is to drive a lot of traffic to your website or a Facebook event. So here on the traffic, if I do, for example, I have a rent-to-own squeeze page, I may run a traffic campaign and just drive traffic to my video ask that's up on my squeeze page. Engagement is what we're going to use as chatbotters. So on the engagement side, this is where you're going to connect it right to Messenger. And you'll see down here, there's Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp. So if you are using ManyChat like I promote here on the channel, and you have an Instagram flow, you could do an Instagram reel or story ad and attach it, the ad directly to a conversation on Instagram messaging. Or if you're on Facebook and you want to do it through Facebook Messenger, you could do the ad there. They also have the standard lead forms. So in the lead forms, you could have the lead form pop up. And you could also attach your chatbot to the lead form. And I have videos here on the channel that talk about lead form ads. In that methodology, you have the lead form. And then when they submit the lead, you're going to put, instead of a website you put them to, you send them over to a URL, which is a ref URL from ManyChat to have the bot start the conversation. But I'm a big proponent and believer of JSON. I think it's a better engagement for the individual. There's app promotions and then sales. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do engagement. And let me pop in and create a very quick ad for you. So if you're new to ads and ad manager, you're going to create a campaign name. So I'll call it my rent to own campaign right here. And you'll always want to make sure that you hit the category housing. As a realtor, that's a must. Then you hit next. So now we're down at the ad set. So in the ad set, I could call it maybe Philly plus 40 if I'm going to do a 40-mile ring. And then this is where you're going to tell Facebook where you're sending them. So you could send them to a website, to a page. In this case, we're going to go to the messaging app right here. And then down here, they're going to say, which app do you want to use? So if I'm going to do a messenger campaign using Facebook Messenger, I would only want to send them to Messenger. If I'm going to do an Instagram one or WhatsApp one, and ManyChat supports all three, you could have specific flows that go into the individual conversations. You're going to put your budget in here. So I'll do $20 a day. And then down in here, I'll pick my audience. And this is where you'll get very specific. So I'll go in and put in Philadelphia right here. Philadelphia, PA. We'll just do Philadelphia. Do it near the flower show right here. You could also do pins here. So if I know I'm going to do an ad out here, I may want to start the pin out here. I can get rid of this Philly one. And what I can do is just increase this out to maybe 30 miles right here. I'll just move it out. And now I have a nice ring around Philadelphia where I'm going to do the ad. One thing that you want to pay attention to when you're doing ads, as I always talk about here on the channel, is this little drop down here. In that circle, Facebook's going to show people your ad. Now, if you're in a transient area, and in Philadelphia, we have the Interstate 95 that goes all the way up to Boston down to Florida. If I have living or recently in this location, I'm going to get all the truck guys that are at a truck stop at the diner or so, and they're looking at their phone and they see the ad. I may start getting leads in other states. So what I typically do is going to say people living in the location. So if they're in the location. Now, if you're in a migration city, for example, Florida or Arizona or Texas, where a lot of people from California are coming into Texas to relocate, you may want to say people living or recently in, because they may have flown into town or they're driving around and stuff to look at houses. That would be a very critical thing to do. So up in here, let me just say focus, 1 hour. There we go. We won't have any more links. As I come down here, this is where you're going to now start getting into the placement. So in order to place this ad, you're gonna create your ad copy, and then over in here, as I come down here, if I come down to the ad itself, this is where I'm going to create the ad. So if I have a keys ad, for example, I use a rent-to-own keys ad here, and in the media, I can attach a video. So I have a video that I'm going to put in here. So I'll just grab this video here. I'll do this one here and click OK and click done. So now I have my content, I have my video. I can put in text. So I have a typical text I use for my rent to own, and you could take this ad copy from me here on the channel for rent to own. This is a great copy. If you're not sure if you want to rent or buy, you can do both with our unique lease purchase program, I do have my website here, so they can go to the website, and then I could say get program details. So I'll go ahead and give them a little call to action. As I come down here, I'm going to say learn more. So in the message type, I'm going to use learn more. So if I come over here for a second, this is what the ad looks like. Get program details. It has a video. And then down below is where you're going to do your messaging template. So this is where ManyChat comes into play. What we're going to do is we're going to go into ManyChat and we're going to get the JSON code, and we're going to place it here on the ad. So when they click that learn more button, you want the chatbot to open up and say hi to them and start the conversation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop over to ManyChat, and I have a specific flow in my ProEdge chatbot package called the Facebook JSON rent to own ad. And what's key to JSON inside of ManyChat, and one of the rules of Facebook, is you have to have an opt-in, if you would, inside of ManyChat here. So in the opt-in message, you can't use their names. You can't say, hi, Mary. You know, when they click, as you normally do in chatbot marketing, you have to be pretty generic. So I say, hi, thanks for your interest. We have lots of homes available. I can go over the rent-to-own program here on Messenger. You can go to my website and so forth. Are you ready to explore a new path to home ownership? And then I have a yes, let's go, or no, thank you. So this is the opt-in. Now up in here, if I come over here to the JSON and open this guy up, I can copy this to the clipboard. So I've literally used a grow tool. So to show you how you get that, if you're not familiar with it, in the starting step, when you hit add trigger, if you come down here in the list, you'll see Facebook add JSON. And all you have to do is click on that, and then ManyChat will automatically create this code for you right here. If you didn't do it right, when you hit publish, it will hiccup on you. So in this case, if they want to stay here, I can point them to a specific flow, and I'll go down here and grab my rent-to-own flow to pop them into. So now this is all ready to go. I've copied it. So now if I come back over to Facebook, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the advanced setup. So under advanced setup, you're going to hit edit, and this window pops up. Now this is a poor interface in my opinion. because what Facebook makes me do is have to highlight and delete all this example code, because they put some example JSON code in the message box for me as a starting point. It's very useless. So you want to keep deleting until you get this message that the JSON is empty. And what you're going to do is you're going to paste your code right there. So if you just saw what I had inside of ManyChat, thanks for your interest. Let's go. That is the code. Now, what I suggest you do if you're doing lots of advertising is you'll go in and create this, my ProEdge awesome opt-in. And I'll do rent to own. So that way, if I run other ads later in the year, I don't have to keep doing this over and over again. All my rent to own ads will use the same opt-in, and then I'll say save and finish. And that's how you connect your chatbot. So you'll see that it's using this template, and over here on the ad sample, you'll see this destination preview. That's what they will see when they click on that learn more button. So as you can see, lots of changes in Facebook. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. I really appreciate you here. This is Smarty from the ProEdge marketing team. If you haven't already, consider subscribing as I have videos coming out each week to help realtors and investors understand technology for the sake of growing your business, making life easier through technology, and making this the best decade ever. Consider subscribing, smash that bell, and enjoy your day.